Hi, it's Mr. Wesley with Peoria Friendship House here, and welcome to the first episode of STEAM's Academy Online. Didn't think you can get away from me that easily, did you? So what I'll be doing is making a series of videos so that way you can still learn and explore your curiosity at home. I'm going to be giving you a bunch of fun activities that you can easily do around the house while we're doing our part social distancing and flattening the curve. Today, what we're going to learn about is stereophotography. Stay tuned, I'll show you how to make that go. So, what is stereophotography? No, we're not talking about that big thing that plays music in your living room. So stereo is actually how humans and other animals with two eyes see. It's called stereo view. It's what allows us to see in 3 dimensions, and it allows us to be able to see depth, which gives us our depth perception. It's really good for us because we can tell how far away things are, which is really cool. But how do we take a flat picture and make it look like it has depth, make it look like it's 3D? Well, there's a couple of ways you can do that. So first, I'm sure some of you are familiar with a camera. So this is an old camera that just takes regular old pictures that are not 3D, which is kind of cool. You know, we have these in our smartphones now, so really, who needs this? But the way they used to make stereo pictures or 3D pictures in the past is with cameras like this. Now, one thing you might notice about this camera versus this camera has 2 lenses. Sort of like we have 2 eyes, right? So what this has 2 lenses that are actually the same distance apart as our eyes. Pretty cool, huh? So what this camera does is this takes 2 of the same picture, but from slightly different angles. So we're going to start out really simple. You don't have to run out and buy a special camera to make 3D pictures. I'm sure most of us have these at home. A smartphone. So I'm going to show you how to make a 3D picture using just a smartphone. But first, we need to talk about what would be a good picture. What would be a good picture to make in 3 dimensions? So there's a couple of things that we need to know. First of all, we need to set the scene. We need to make sure that the picture we're going to take has a little bit of depth to it. That means it has a background and it has an object in the foreground, which means, you know, an object close to you and then some stuff that's a little farther away. That'll give us that sense of seeing in 3 dimensions. So it's really, really simple. For our stereoscopic picture, we're going to use this potted plant. So see how we have it set up? Here we have the plant in the foreground, and we also have ourselves a lot of stuff in the background that you can see here. This will help give us our 3D effect for our stereoscopic picture. Alright, next, open up your camera app and get ready to take your pictures. So line up your frame and use the lines that you see in your app. Notice we have some lines here and here. We're going to use those to help us make our 3D effect. So we line up our picture along the left line here. We take our picture. Then we slide it over about 2 inches, take another picture. So that will give us the 2 images that we need to make our stereoscopic image. Alright, once we have our pictures, we're going to want to find some kind of layout app here that lets us put pictures side by side. So here we're using a photo booth from Instagram. We select our 2 pictures, and then we want to find ourselves a good layout that's side by side. So here we have our 2 pictures. Now they don't look 3D now, but we're going to set it up so there's a special way that we can view them. So the first way to see our image in 3D is actually really low tech and really, really simple. What we do is we bring up our picture and we do what's called free viewing. I don't know if any of you have tried to do those like funky magic eye posters, but the goal is to stare through it until you see 3D. It's kind of hard to do, and you also look funny trying to make it happen. But there it is, 3 dimensions. I can see it right now, but you can't. And it's really hard for me to make it look, or to be able to see it for you on video. But I'm going to show you how to make it work on video. I bet I still look silly. But it's 3D, the plant is jumping out at me! So if you're still having trouble previewing it, here's another way that still looks silly and is still low tech, but still gets the job done. Take yourself a standard sheet of paper, and what we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half, like so, and we're going to line it up right down the center of the photograph that we took, and we're going to try and look at it like this. So hold it just over like that, so you're covering each half of the image, and then go right up on it. Ooh. Touch your nose to the paper and watch the image come to life. It works! Now I'm going to show you how to animate the image so you can see at home what I'm seeing here. I'm using WeVideo, which is a great web-based video editor that you can use for free at home. First thing you got to do is find your pictures and upload them to WeVideo, and then drag them down into the video bar. Next you want to do is you want to make them as small as possible because we want them to flip back and forth with each other really quickly. Once we get that done, what we're going to do is we're going to select all of the images that we've got, just like this. Then what we're going to do is we're going to press Shift, and we're going to copy it until we get a really long video, and it looks something like this. So try this at home and show us your results. I hope it's a lot of fun. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider helping out Peoria Friendship House by making a donation. Peoria Friendship House has been helping out those in need in Peoria, Illinois since 1951. You can go to our Facebook page and donate there. You can also go to our website, www.friendship.house, and donate there too. Make any contribution, big or small. Every little bit helps us continue to make a difference in the community and helping those in need by giving them a hand up and not a handout. Be sure to like us on all our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and if you want to keep follow up on our YouTube videos, be sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, and we'll all get through these troubling times together. So if there's anything you need, be sure to reach out to Friendship House. Thanks. Bye.